Who?
They're in Port
Washington.
Port Washington.
Which actually I didn't know this was a real guy until I went there for the first time.
There you go.
And check out their gargoyles. They have like these awesome gargoyles. Yeah.
True. We've both been there on site.
We have both been there.
All right, so we'll log in. So this is pretty easy to do. I don't talk about this a lot during training as far as like, this gets into what's called a module. So most of the time when we go through training, we're talking about articles, like kind of the normal thing. You're adding a news article or whatever the case might be. Some of those components that are on the front page, they're kind of specialty components. So say this what we call the rotator, it operates a little differently. And it gets placed on a page in a thing called a module. So to change any characteristics about that module, you can scroll down a little bit. As an administrator, again, regular users, a manager wouldn't have access to this, but an administrator should be able to see an item called the Module Manager. Should be a button there. If you don't see that button, you can go up to Extensions up at the top, and you can see the modules area there. So I'm going to go here, and then what you need to do, so there's all kinds of modules that exist in your site. The one I'd probably be looking for is called Rotator, so Rotator. So I'll search for that. Here's the one for the front page. Go ahead and click on its title, just like you would for an article. And now this is going to be a different screen than you see from an article. There's lots of different ways to configure it. But if I scroll down about halfway, I'm going to see the autoplay delay. It's kind of nice, autoplay delay. So right now it's set at 5 seconds. So if I wanted to change that, I would say, I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna put it at 6 seconds, Travis. But certainly, Susan, you can change it to something else.
And what was it before? Sorry.
It was 5.
Okay.
So we'll change it to 6. But you can go as high as you want. There's no real limit. I will tell you that the slideshows on most of our sites, they will pause if your mouse is hovering over anywhere in that area, because it figures that you're trying to, look at that slide. So I'll go ahead and save this.
Basically, most of us have a tendency to put the mouse where we're looking.
Oh, yeah, that's good. So if I refresh that, I'm going to see that it's going to slide on over here in a few. And now 6 seconds. And then if I hover my mouse over, you'll notice that it's not going to move from this particular spot. On the mobile, that doesn't really work like that. So I totally get it that sometimes it's better. On most of our sites, you can kind of swipe left and right on the slideshow. So if something gets away from them, they can certainly come back to it. So there you go. That answers the question. I feel like we did something today.